Do you want to do a clapper, John?
Yep.
That goes in the 2000 episode. Cut that. Yeah, if you need to hire John to fall off a chair or smack himself in the face with a clapperboard, then
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll take it in turns to do that. See if you can do any better next time.
be careful with your nose and my nose, mate.
I've never really thought of you having a big nose.
I have, but it's more spread wide, whereas
Right, okay.
yours is...
Mine's more pointed. Yeah. Thanks, mate. This is a party, basically.
Yeah.
Yay. It's our 1000th episode, or near enough to it. And on the 26th of November, I don't know when this is coming out, it'll be our 6th birthday as well.
Bloody hell.
6 years.
Is it like in dog years, though? Is that like 7 years? Are we really 42 or something like that?
Yeah, it does feel like it, doesn't it, I guess. I've got cupcakes, and this is more of a question for you as like the adult. I've got candles. Can we do candles in here?
We're in the office, fairly modern office. In
What,
the
that it
heart,
has a fire alarm?
the heart of Brindley Place. Yeah, you know, these fire regs, people take them seriously now, since 1971. I don't mean to be like a killjoy, but I can't cope with the faff of you setting off the fire alarm for the sake of setting fire to your 5p candle.
I did buy those matches specifically for this. For the video, do you want to hold one of the cakes?
I think if we can use your...
Pick a camera, we've got 3. Do you want to pose for a camera, hold it up in like
that
this?
one's probably the best, isn't it?
Okay, if you hold it up,
Yeah.
I'll Photoshop, or the video equivalent of flaming,
Right.
and then just give me a big smile down that camera.
So if I click my fingers like this...
Yeah. Oh no! Hey!
Oh my God.
Hey!
This is rock and roll, isn't it?
Get the cleaners in, somebody. 1,000 episodes. We're actually just over it now. I mean, there is some discrepancy between YouTube and our audio platform, of which is some's just over 1,000, one's just under 1,000. Not everything we do goes out on audio. Not everything we do goes out on YouTube. So we're just going to say
It wouldn't be right if this was the 1000th episode.
no.
It needs to be
this
like
is the landmark, isn't it? It's as close as we can
It
get
needs to
to
be
it
like
in
a
some
fan zone
way.
or something that we had no idea about.
Yeah, it's a strange kind of concept, isn't it? 1,000. That is a lot, isn't it? That's a big number.
There's some nuggets of gold in there, isn't there? I'm sure you're
Well,
about to tell.
I'm hoping that's what we're going to go through, yeah. I've got, here's a blast from the past. So basically, this episode for us in the room is me. I'm basically going to go, here's a link, let's watch it or listen to it, and then we're going to react. And for the edit, I'll put those clips
It's like
in.
the audience are just invited to our party.
Yeah, this is us just kind of going, oh, do you remember this?
Looking at us through like the window.
Shut the curtains, you don't really get your own party.
So,
You've got drinks. Yeah, come in.
Yeah, bring your own drinks.
1,000 lots of YouTube ads, 1,000 lots of NordVPN, yada, yada, yada.
Been there, done that. So,
Did you have a drink before you came on?
It's a party.
I was going to bring some beers, but it is 10 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Imagine
so.
like beers, cakes, or setting the fire alarm off on a Tuesday morning.
Today's show is an amalgamation of random bits from the last 6 years. I've got the random mug of destiny. Remember that? Oh, the
It's
good
been a
old
while,
days.
hasn't it, since we've in a new mug as well. I wonder if it'll have the same magical, mystical power.
Yeah. So I've got some topics and some talking points in little bits of paper in the mug, and we're going to pull them out at random. However, before we get to that, I've done my classic thing of making some headlines for some of these topics.
Yep.
And this one has to be first, called First Things First. And we're going to look back at some of our first episodes.
Oh, you did this the other day, didn't you? You did this where you did a presentation for us, didn't you? Multimedia presentation.
Yes.
You got me wearing some
That is the episode.
some Rudolph the Reindeer t-shirt in your mum and dad's living room.
We're going to get to that in a sec. 26th of November 2019 is when we launched, so 26th of November
When,
this
sorry?
year.
26th
of November.
2019.
So I was 24 that day. It was on my birthday. Do you also remember the skits that we filmed to promo the podcast that never aired?
Did we do a Love Actually one?
We did 2 that I can remember. And we... but believe this,
Have
John.
you got them?
No, I couldn't find the footage, which is a real shame.
Wow.
But we felt at the time, we can't post a nonsense intro to promo this podcast because it might not go down well. That's
Here we
our
are.
show. That's what
That
we
is
do. So we did 2 that I remember. Love actually was that the previous podcast was called Aliv Notza before I came in
remember
and
that, Aliv
changed
Notza,
everything.
yeah,
Great
yeah,
name
Rightly
that was.
so.
Yeah.
And the idea was Matt was kind of wedded to that idea. So it was Ash opened the door. Matt was there with his cards, and it said like Aliv Notza, to me you are everything, and blah blah. Because it was Christmas coming up, and
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
launching
yeah,
at
yeah,
Christmas time. So
Wait,
yeah.
Ash was involved in this.
Ash was like the guy answering the door. So Ash just like stared, nodding, and Matt was there like flicking these cards away that we printed off. It was stupid.
You'd never get me doing that.
No. Well,
Is it up to me?
Nearly Christmas again.
I will.
Yeah.
The other one was Boris Johnson related. Do you remember that?
Was that when he did his little walk around? He was in.
Yeah,
was he
Boris
in the
Johnson,
office
the originator of the walk and talk.
Yeah, what was he?
He was doing like a piece to camera
In
about
our
like
office?
no, in like
Oh, then
no.
oven ready.
What?
Oven ready.
Oh, it might have been that.
It was oven. Yeah, like
He walked round
With-
and it's like, oh, do you prefer fish and chips or this? And
Yeah,
it's like, oh, I
yeah.
prefer fish and chips. We basically did like a version of that where like it was like 10 questions with Kendrick and we filmed it through the office.
I can't remember even filming that, to be
Do you
honest.
not? Yeah.
I was-
I vaguely remember that. I don't know why.
We never posted
I
it.
Glad
think
that
you've
it
told me
never-
that before.
Yeah. And it never made its way into public
But
consciousness.
if that was like 3 or 4 years later, we'd be like, this is right up our street. You know, we do
Oh,
nonsense.
That would be out.
Yeah,
That would be out.
but at the
yeah,
time
yeah.
we were like, should we hold off on that? We don't want to set the wrong impression.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, ridiculous, really. We also used to number our episodes, which is, I don't know why we did that. It'd be
Probably
like,
so we could realise when we got to our 1,000th.
good point. It'd be like Claret
Abandoning
Blue
it
podcast.
273 backfired, to be honest.
Claret Blue podcast number 403 or whatever. It's bizarre. So this was called Claret Blue podcast number 1. Dino, give us a wave.
And welcome to our new podcast, Claret Blue. I'm
So
Matt
look at that,
Kevin,
it's like
Legends
Benefit
of
Street.
Burning Live. Aston Villa through and through for my sins.
That was my parents' house.
So this is the reindeer.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening. We hope it's past it's past your commute or your whatever you're up to. Hope you've enjoyed our company, and we'll be back every week, sometimes even twice a week. So look out for that. Thank you very much.
What time of year was it? I presume it was.
So this was on my birthday, 26th of November. We filmed it on the day.
So Matt's gone early with the Christmas.
Look at the way Rudolph's nose is lost in a roll of fat, though, still.
Well, the thing with this was we referenced the Rudolph t-shirt later towards the end, saying, can you just clarify what this is? And you were like, I was in a rush. It's a pyjama top. The first episode of a
going
brand
over
new
a sleepover.
podcast, he's bought a pyjama top.
As you can see, we don't get a clothing budget for it. Or you can see from me, anyway. Yeah, I do look a bit rough and ready there, don't I?
You've had a glow up though, mate. Luke Roper. It's
Yeah.
you know.
Looking
There you
suave
go,
now.
from Rudolph to Roper. There you go. There's more autobiography sorted, isn't it?
This is the outro for that episode.
That was. That was, you know, when you do a pilot episode and you're not really sure you're going to get a series. Give us a second series. Give me a second series, you mother. That was part 1.
A partridge reference on episode 1.
Well, there you go. We've set the tone, haven't we?
By the way, we haven't put our hats on.
Oh, the party hats. I forgot all
Put our
about
hats on.
them. There is something beside your chair.
How'd you do it? Oh, of course.
Dan's nose, look.
Oh, no. I broke mine.
He said his Dan's nose.
I know, I heard him.
We're not going to wear these throughout, have we?
I am, yeah. All right.
How would you do it? How would you do it? Oh, glasses on.
Hey, 1,000 episodes.
You
right.
see, he's got the best lung capacity doing this. That's a bit serious. Isn't it?
All right. John's first episode.
See you later. Oh, God.
This is good. My favourite line in this is, "You might have seen me on Twitter." Here is a fresh
Oh, look
face.
at how young he looks.
Now.
I want it.
All good, thanks, James. Thanks for having me on the podcast. Yeah, can't wait to talk about the goalkeeper, the man, the myth, legends that is Emery Martinez.
Let's get to that
I feel
line.
like Gary Neville.
Student at the moment at the University of Gloucestershire, but I've obviously been. I don't know if you might have seen me on Twitter or something. Basically, if you go to my Twitter, which is @JohnTownley11, I've just got plenty of articles that just go up.
Isn't that was your chat up
that's
line at
hideous.
uni, wasn't it?
That's
you
hideous.
may have seen me on Twitter.
Oh, dear.
I've just got plenty of articles on there.
James, to his credit, has asked me where can you find me.
He
So
did,
yeah. I actually remember that episode. Matt messaged me on Twitter saying, "Oh, do you want to go on and
Really?
do an episode?"
Oh,
and I remember
You scouted him.
That was the start of something beautiful.
Yeah.
I have a weird memory, so I remember I was looking at TVs in Curry's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
No, fair enough.
Thinking first Claret Blue, the next I could be on all these TV screens in Corrie.
You've seen me on Claret Blue Extra.
You might have seen me on Twitter. We're not going to watch the content, obviously. But
please don't.
You might have said some great takes in there. You might have said some bad takes.
I came loaded with stats.
Yeah, you would have done.
It might not be entertaining.
That might have been his best ever appearance.
This is our first ever live stream. You and I did.
Blimey.
Claret Blue Live, #1, an Everton preview.
Hello, welcome to the Claret Blue YouTube channel. We're doing a live stream test to basically see if it works on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I've just got a notification on my phone, so it does work.
No microphones.
I'll put some podge on since then as well, haven't I?
You would hate what you're looking at in terms of I don't mean you.
Yeah. I'm physically repulsed, mate.
No, mate. You say
you make me sick.
I've got a notification on my phone that we're live.
Yeah, it was.
That's mental.
That was like, we don't know what we're doing here, basically. And 1,000 episodes later, we still don't.
How
really
many
know what
people would have tuned into that live?
Well, the video's got 2,000 views, so 100.
So at that point,
maybe.
are you looking at thinking like, oh, no one's really here yet, so I can just...
Yeah, I think it was that, like, we go live and
just
people will join eventually and we'll just have a little bit of a chat. I mean, an Everton preview, 25 minutes long. The actual description says, testing out how to stream on YouTube Live. It was very... mad,
it was
really.
1982.
We don't want to give this impression that we don't know what we're doing, and we've obviously improved. But we knew what we were doing back then.
Don't know what you're doing.
But it was also new that we didn't really know what we were doing, if that makes sense.
You had to try
I just followed your lead, mate. You just guided me.
I like Matt's background, though.
That was his son's bedroom.
It was my son's bedroom. That's been painted over in grey or something there.
And then finally, for our first oxymoron, our first trip to Poddymore Heath.
Oh, there we are. Oh, here we are. Yeah, you need to get to IKEA, don't you, or some soft
like
furnishings place to get a couple of throws and rugs.
A rug.
Yeah, that's it, a little vase of flowers.
This was 15th of January 2024, so not that long ago, really. Look how different it looks.
Wow.
It's had a bit of a refit, hasn't it, since then?
Still absolutely fine. Like, we're very lucky to have an office for our pod, but we look at that and think like, oh, you don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, it would have gone like, oh, that's decent. Like, we know we want to do more, but when you compare that to obviously what we've got now, it's night and day.
Balloons and...
Believe it or not, that's as much of the structure of this show that I've planned.
Right.
The rest of what we're going to talk about is all going to come out of that mug. So does anyone want to pass it around and do the honours? Do you want to pick something, John?
What am I going to find in here?
All sorts, mate.
All sorts.
Could be anything.
All sorts. Go and get the analogies.
Go and get the analogies. I've picked out some analogies.
Right.
And we're going to listen to some of them.
I think I've lost my mojo for analogies. I don't tend
to... A lot of these, to be fair, I've picked out about 10. 3 or 4 of them were from like episodes 2 and 3.
Oh, right, okay.
So you got the good ones in early.
I didn't think we were going to get episodes 5 and 6.
Fair enough. Yeah. I've got a few. Some of them are better than others. I've got a personal favourite. I've got little headlines for all of them. Do you want to pick them?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. The number 9 bus or soft underbelly.
I think soft underbelly was it about comparing somebody to a dog, Villa to a dog or something, having their tummies tickled or something like that.
Let's find out.
So these games where
Liverpool.
they've been competitive, but they're just too fragile. They're just they've got such a soft underbelly, to be honest, which is great if you're a puppy, not so great. I was just thinking about your dog, to be honest. It's great if you're a puppy, it's not great if you're a
Premier League footballer.
Or a Premier League club fighting for survival, really.
Episode 7, that was.
Was it?
Yeah. Early doors, episode 7.
That must have been like post-Everton or something.
Yeah, let's do number 9 bus, because I think this was episode 3. This was my first appearance. This is one of the best ones, I think.
If we were going to wrap this up now, I've been thinking about Wesley on my bus journey in. On the number 9.
Oh,
nice.
See
what I've done here.
Yeah, nice. Where's that go to?
Goes from Stourbridge to Birmingham, that does. So on the number 9, it was half an hour late.
Yeah.
Oh, where's this going?
I had to change along the way. And
really?
It was because it only went as far as 5 ways. They booted me off because they wanted to inconvenience me more, just so they didn't inconvenience the next lot. So that bus could go back to Stourbridge and get back on track.
Riveting listeners, by the way.
What I'm saying is, this worst number 9s. These worst number 9s. So I think that's a really.
Oh, that was like slick and not crowbarred at all. That was, wasn't it?
Oh God, a whole minute there to had to get off at 5 ways. Where's this going, Matt? Well, basically, there's worse number 9s than Wesley.
That's on Wesley's CV. That's the greatest endorsement he's ever had.
Oh right, okay, let's go through.
Been to an astronaut? Yeah.
Come on.
You go. I got on the number 9 bus to come here, and Ash goes, "Where's that go?" Comes here, mate. Porridge or ice cream van? We're going to do all of them anyway, I think.
I'll do ice cream van.
Ice cream van, okay.
It's a celebration, isn't it? Can I give you an analogy?
Yeah. I'm surprised it's taken this long to think of an analogy.
You know, do you ever see that? Do you ever see on the back? What am I doing with it? Do you ever see on the back of an ice cream van there's a really badly drawn Mickey Mouse or Disney character? I find England like that compared to Villa. Do you know what I mean? You get excited by the fact that it's coming along and there might be some kind of joy in it, but it's not the real thing, is it? Do you know what I mean? It looks like Mickey Mouse being smashed with a baseball bat or something like that. That's what it's like for me. It's kind of...
That was the comparison between club and country.
Mickey Mouse wins.
You know what I mean, though, don't you? You know when you see a badly drawn Mickey?
Yeah.
Because they haven't got the
it's like
rights,
Tarzan.
have they, to do it properly? Or somebody just doing a bad version
Someone's
of it?
graffiti Tarzan on the back of a van.
I'm fully aware this is just taking the
No, it's good.
but it's great.
The best I've got.
This is Hello Kitty ears.
We're at a bit of a crossroads, aren't we? I was trying to think of an analogy earlier about how we've flatlined, and the only thing I can think of, and it would require another peak at the end of the season. You know, Hello Kitty's ears, where they go sharp point, and then it gets flat, and then a sharp point again. And I think we've got to the flat part of Hello Kitty's head. I've had.
You mean like the double cut sombrero? Like,
Why am I thinking Hello Kitty though?
So Villa have
No,
started.
I know it. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Why
Why is it
have
in
I
your
got
mind?
Hello Kitty in my head?
No idea.
You can sell
It's
us.
good though, isn't it?
It's good.
It's got us to 1,000 episodes. Like, genuinely, I know this is like, it's just all a bit daft, but it's good stuff. So this one is called Porridge.
Point a game. That's 38 points over the course of the season, and that would
Relegation form.
It would probably keep you up, Dan.
It probably
on
would,
the evidence.
Yeah,
No,
but that's what we're aiming for.
No, hear me out. On the evidence of recent years, it would probably keep you up. But that's like taking your wife or your girlfriend out like every night, but just saying she could only have porridge. You know what I mean? It's fine, you know. It'll sustain her, but nobody's going to get any thrills out of it. And that's what we are. We've become porridge. And listen, I'm probably reaching from that analogy.
It will sustain her.
It's slimming well, but I can't face porridge.
Good stuff. We've become porridge.
I think Mrs. Kendrick could be. If I actually took her out, I don't think she might be porridge.
That was after the 1-1 draw away at Forest. Okay, right. This is bumper cars.
Put the analogy klaxon, get that ringing. He's had a bumper car and he's trying to take that into the Grand Prix at the moment. So he's only just kind of managed to get it away from the fairground and get it towards Silverstone. So we're on the starting grid now, but we're a long way back.
We're at the back.
Yeah, we're a long way back.
Yeah.
And we've got that big metal thing and it's got nothing attached. I think that analogy's run its course, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
Out of control.
yeah, exactly.
When's that?
That was one of our own 2 years on, the Dean Smith podcast special.
Oh, right. It's a good job it didn't come later, otherwise I'd have gone for bumper car Kamara. Is my hat falling off?
No, still there. The penultimate analogy. I mean, we could do a whole show out of these. I searched analogy and there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, analogy time. It's like the final stages of a relationship to me. That even if Gerard's doing nice things like we saw with the first half today, even if he's buying flowers, you know, he's left his pants around the place on the floor and stunk the place out so many times that we don't. Those gestures aren't enough.
Basically praising Gerard there at the end a little bit.
Left his pants all over the floor.
That was when we lost at home to Chelsea 2-0, October 2022. Okay, and then the final analogy before we move on with our lives to more analogies, no doubt, in the future, is dart players. And I absolutely love this one.
Villa taking set pieces sometimes is like a kind of darts player. Kind of, if you're a darts player, you're drilled to kind of go after whether it's your double top, your treble 20, your double, your double 8, your bullseye, whatever it is, and hit it routinely more often than not. And okay, as a darts player, you don't have somebody kind of giving you a nudge or backing into you or whatever like that. But equally, as a darts player, you don't turn around and throw a dart into the crowd. Do you? You try and get it somewhere near the board.
I wondered where that contrived analogy was going there, but it's decent. You've made me laugh. I like that.
If you're thinking of analogies in the future, the ones where it's like, where's this going? And it takes ages to get to the point.
It does take a while to get there.
Do you want a cake, John?
Yeah.
Help yourself.
Which one do you want me to have?
No, fine. Have whichever one you want. We got options of both.
Are you going to have one?
Do you remember when I told you the story a couple of months ago? You know when I was regaling you with my tales of the press box and stuff?
Yeah.
I told the Milner 3 in the bed one.
Yes.
Again. I was going through my old papers.
Oh, no way. No way. Inside today, Milner loves 3 in a bed. Keep up with all the sports news 7 days a week.
Oh.
Can you text me that?
I'll send it you, mate. Yeah.
That's great.
I'll do it now before I forget.
Okay.
Are these edible candles, by the way?
No.
They're not even on
Please tell me you've not just put that candle in your mouth.
Jump out of it. I thought they were.
Did you actually?
They look like they are.
Unbelievable scenes. Get a replay of that on the cameras. You want to pick something out of the mug, Matt? Do you want to take us on a different direction? More nonsense, but
have a look.
maybe not
Mine's
necessarily
closed.
Analogies.
Christ.
It was quite a few to get through. And we'll go here until we run out of time.
This is perfect timing when you said that there's not much opportunity to take the mickey out of you. It's the one and only Danny Jewelry Quarter.
Good.
It's one of my favourites.
So,
It's not binary, is it? There's a lot of different factors why you like or dislike a player or a kit or a manager. So it's kind of Danny Jewelry Quarter is a bad footballer.
You call him Danny Jewelry Quarter then?
Definitely
Sound
not.
like you call him Danny Jewelry Quarter?
I don't think so. No, I'll have to watch back in the edit if I did. That's very weird, but I don't think so.
he's in the bad tier. No, I'm not playing it again.
Play that jury core again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. This was COVID.
Oh yeah, it was lockdown madness.
It
By there,
was probably one of our. I mean, it's can't be
You
podcast
went insane.
31. Aston Villa tier list midfielders and strikers, and we'd also done defenders and goalkeepers on the same day, I think. So yeah, where that came from, I have no idea.
Have you got anything? I don't know whether you don't want to spoil it. It's coming later, but while we're on this period of that lockdown, and we've spoken about this before, because your production standards were so high, even when Sky and BBC and CNN were happy to get somebody on a Zoom call, you were like, no, this needs to be super high definition, Dolby surround sound. And we've both got proper cameras and proper video cameras recording your house, my house, and we had to, I don't know if I've told you this before, John, we might have done, the memory card, I had to take the memory card, and it was COVID, so you couldn't, you could leave your house for exercise or whatever.
For a jog,
So I'd have to take the memory card out of my camera, drop it to Dan's. I mean, Dan only lives 5 minutes down the road anyway. Drop it to Dan's, but leave it in a little envelope under the tyres of his dad's van. And it looked like we were kind of Halzone's main drug dealers, didn't it? It was like, what are these guys up to?
Yeah, it was. I don't want to say waste of times. We were doing some good stuff, and I wanted us to be like, when everyone else is doing lesser quality, we're still maintaining a certain level, and then that quickly went out the window.
That's awfully suspect.
It was a lot of work as well. Yeah, there is one in there that just says lockdown. I wanted that to be a memories of that period, so we can kind of skip that if you pull it out of the thing. But I've got a clip here of us doing that, as you said, and just showing the dog.
Is the dog there?
Oh, I've got the dog. He's sat on my lap. Hello, everybody.
Hello, dog. I couldn't see that, could I?
No.
Wait, what? Why?
Because we couldn't see each other.
You couldn't see.
We're just doing it down a camera to yourself.
So we'd have a camera and we'd speak into it and we'd phone each other.
Because Zoom isn't.
It wasn't.
Quality
Zoom wasn't. I don't even think Zoom specifically was out then, because the first few interviews that we did was on Skype.
Wow.
So Zoom came. This was literally March or April of 2020. We don't really know what
the
we're
world's
doing.
trying to figure itself out. Yeah.
So we would headphones on, mic, camera, press record. Call each
That's
other,
mental.
just speak, and then I'd have to cut that all together.
How many times do you have to do that?
Probably did a couple a week, didn't we? I think. Then.
Yeah, we must have done that about a dozen times
Yeah.
at least. I'd have thought
And
maybe
then
more
when
than
it
that,
got
maybe
towards
20.
football coming back, we did StreamYard. And then it was like, oh, this is much easier, much more efficient. But again, 5 years ago, I'm 5 years older. So is the dog. Still here.
Is
Just pleased to report he's still with us.
Fatter.
Yeah, same, to be fair.
So is the dog.
I don't know what's going on with my... not sure what's going on with my hair, to be honest. Right, John.
Yep.
Pick us another, please. Move swiftly past Danny Jory Porter.
Phil Sharp.
Phil Sharp. An absolute classic. An absolute classic. A very recent story. So
I was in tears for about 2 minutes after
apologies for those that have listened to this on Claret and Brew.
Of these 1,000 episodes, I reckon these stories have probably been told about 998 times.
Villa fans hated Redknapp. I can't remember what it stemmed back to, long before he managed Blues. And somebody, I'm not condoning this in any shape or form, somebody had thrown a 50p from the Trinity to try and get it towards Redknapp. And it caught the linesman on the eye, I think, or the top of the head. And I remember saying at the end, and they used to do, and they still do, John, but on the back of the programme, they used to put the names of both the linos, and one with a checkered flag or one with the et cetera, et cetera. And I was trying to clarify which linesman it was, so I could write a piece, FA are investigating after linesman so-and-so was hit with a coin, during ugly scenes at Villa Park yesterday, et cetera, et cetera. And I said to Redknapp, and he was talking about, that kind of thing's unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. And there was 2 linesmen listed on the back of the programme, and one of them was called Phil Sharp. And I said, was it Phil Sharp? And he said, yeah, I think he would have done, wouldn't he? Yeah, he's had a 50p, smacked in his face, called it Phil Sharp. And I said, no.
I started laughing before that, because I've heard it before, and I remember, that is almost like the perfect joke. That's the punchline. The fact that's real is mad. Phil Sharp. Yeah, of course it did,
He looked at me as if to say, what, are you an idiot?
I absolutely love that
So
story.
good.
Classic of the genre.
I have heard it twice and now thrice, but yeah, very good.
Very, very good. This one says, if you say so.
If you say so. Okay. So the way I wanted to get into this was, and you can take this 2 different ways. When we meet people, love the podcast, blah, blah, blah. How many times have we all experienced make up story here? Oh, your guinea pig must be about 3 now. I knew you had it a few years ago. And you just go, what? How do you know about that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I've probably said it on the podcast. And to us, it's, as we can see, you say things and very much forget about them. But to the people listening, they remember those little details. Often people will pick up on, John, you say this a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't know you're doing it.
Nah.
So I've picked out a couple of things that we say a lot.
I know what mine is.
Now, because I've prepped the show, it's hard for me to know what I say a lot, so I haven't picked anything here.
Someone told you that, didn't they?
However, somebody spoke to me or left a comment a few weeks ago saying that I do this thing that I was not aware that I do, where I will, so for example, we're planning the show, so A, we're going to go through some comments and whatnot, and 2, I'll go from letters to numbers, and I've never realised I've done that.
Or not at all.
And there was one where they flagged this, and then later down I was like, Ollie Watkins, A, get some confidence back. And then he'll be fine. Like I didn't even get to B. It was just 1 point. So I didn't know I said that. And if you say so, then I'll say it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So we'll start with John's.
I have one.
To say announced, it was on the UEFA website. I've had some criticism about this.
I was about to say, yeah, I've got
Someone's pulled it up. And I'm a bit frazzled myself, to be honest. I've always just said UEFA.
Yeah, I think you've said it. I mean, we definitely talked about UEFA many, many times on this podcast, and I've never really clocked it. UEFA? No, not UEFA.
But there's no A in. Do you know what I mean? So I've never. I mean, obviously at the end, we're not. Do you know what I mean? UE. For me, that's U. UEFA.
UEFA.
If
UEFA,
there's an A,
everyone says UEFA.
Yeah, but if it's UEFA, UEFA.
Yeah.
Whereas it's UEFA.
Is it not like Europe, European?
Oh, we're struggling a bit.
Yeah, but it's
Europe.
I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously in the wrong, so I'm going to look silly the more I try and fight it.
Well, it literally doesn't matter, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. You can kind of go with the kind of proper like European, like UEFA or however they say it. But I'm not going to be doing that.
You're going to change your ways?
It's UEFA. No, apparently
UEFA?
It's not, is it?
I'm UEFA.
Yeah.
But how do you go from UA when it's UE?
I I don't know. As I said in the clip, it literally doesn't matter, but I thought interesting to flag. Are you aware what your word may be?
It's kind of, isn't it? Is it kind of?
It is not kind of.
I thought it was kind of.
You do say kind of quite a lot.
I said kind of quite a lot.
There's
Yeah.
another
You do,
one.
but there's a
In all
different
those
word.
analogies, I've said kind of about 400 times.
That's a filler, isn't it? That's a noun,
Yeah,
basically.
it's just by myself thinking space. That is, yeah.
Which is fine. I put together some clips in a little video, and the way I can get a video on YouTube is by doing a little image. So that's the image.
I hope that's unlisted.
It is, yeah. This is your supercut of...
And the good thing about Morgan Rogers, who, again, swashbuckling. Get me thesaurus out. There's a lot of adjectives between abysmal and swashbuckling.
Just don't use them.
They were kind of swashbuckling brilliant, but I don't think they were swashbuckling brilliant throughout. It is for me. So I don't think it was swashbuckling. I thought it was very mature, very disciplined.
Now he can finally be that sort of swashbuckling player that we know he can be.
And that's as somebody who's followed Villa's fortunes since the late 40s, who's been Aston Villa manager and produced his own swashbuckling style of football. So it was like a swashbuckling run past all these people who are obviously out to get him. For Villa to be playing that kind of swashbuckling style.
Swashbuckling, some might say.
Yeah, we certainly weren't at our swashbuckling. I've not even had a drink. I know it's a Friday night. Swashbuckling best in the first half.
Would you go as far as to say it was swashbuckling?
I thought Morgan Rogers was swashbuckling. He used the word quite a lot on this podcast, but there was certainly not a big run. There was some swashbuckling football.
For swashbuckling is now a thing that I have to say all the time.
Yeah.
Publish that. See what they've used.
That's a proud moment when Johnson. It's like a
It is, isn't
Karate
it?
Kid moment. Passing down my wisdom, innit? I don't know where I've got it from.
don't know,
I'm
it's
not really
quite
a Pirates of the
unusual.
Caribbean fan because that's you associate swashbuckling with pirates, wouldn't you?
You know those like tweets where it's like, oh, class. Not a Villa fan, but this is class. Like, not a Pirates of the Caribbean fan, but that is class.
Yeah.
Go on then, Mac. Pick us another thing from the mug of random destiny. Let's see where we're heading to next.
Special features.
Oh,
Is this
special
your nose?
features. All right.
Long features, don't you?
Special features. So two comments, from fans who've kind of helped contribute towards 1,000. So I really like the different videos, such as the Spurs away day vlog and the race to Villa Park, something I can stick on the TV while eating dinner versus listening to normal podcasts that are for when I'm on a run or a walk. That's from Jake. And Rich said, the Morgan Rogers doc, a fantastic piece of work. Production values were outstanding. I remember after I
It was
watched
swashbuckling.
I remember being stunned that a local podcast had put that together. It delivered a stark reminder that our players are human and never want to get angry with players who have a bad game, but this kind of content brings that understanding to another level.
The Rogers one.
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of highlight we've done some good things as well. As much as like everything we've spoken about so far is utter nonsense. The Grealish doc was the first one we did in 2019, I think, before COVID. The Villa Social was a kind of feature that we brought in last year of getting podcasters together. We did the 5 years on poem thing with Bardell that we did on the Villa View first of all. We did like a sequel. And there's the first comment mentioned from Jake, the Spurs away vlog and the race to Villa Park. And those two are very recent ones. But for me, that is what we've been able to build, that we can film ourselves kind of messing around basically and generally don't get what the is this
So, it says more about the audience than us.
no, but I think that's a good thing that we've been able to kind of collate that group of people to follow along with us, that we can do something different and
Do
kind
live
of
shows as well.
and get away with it.
Yeah, if people want to actually turn up and see us do something, it's fair play to them.
But the argument could be just talk about football once a week and be very serious, and like you're a proper journalist, John, and like you shouldn't be running around Villa Park getting lost, because that you should be better than that.
I should know where it is.
Well, you should know where it is, yeah. But the fact we can make content out of it is really like that's a nice thing that we've been able to
I'm
build.
a proper journalist as well.
You look like one, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have much credibility with the hat on.
I think we're lucky. We've got a good blend where, obviously, I'll follow your man Jake and praise you, but you do bring this way of making things look good and sound good, even when me and John are whittering on. Yeah. So I think having those production standards, but also having the creativity and the knowledge and understanding that football's not just 11 people kicking a ball around on a Saturday afternoon or a Wednesday night or whatever. Yeah. There's lots of different elements to that. There's lots of ways to tell stories. Yeah. We want to inform people. We want to challenge people. We want to entertain them along the way. And I think those special features, they take time, don't they?
Yeah,
so
of course.
it might be sometimes that you go and beat Manchester City on a Sunday afternoon or whatever it is, and that'll do you X amount of views and listens and downloads and stuff. And one of your special, and that's me and you messing about for 45 minutes after we've come back on a video stream, whereby one of the special features that you do might only get a third of that audience, but it just showcases something a little bit different, and hopefully some of those things are a bit more timeless as well.
I think for me to flip that praise back to you two as well is that I need buy-in from both of you. I couldn't do it on my own. We can have a nice flashy camera and a creative idea, but if you two don't indulge the silliness or whatever,
I blew up the balloons.
Well, you did do the balloons, yeah. Thank you very much.
I've not even eaten the cakes.
We all need
all the candles.
We all need to be on the same page. Is my point, and I think we work together well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Enough of the soppiness,
Team Claret Blue.
Give us another one, John.
We made cake then. Lockdown. Oh, we've done that. We've done that.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, lockdown was a weird time. But if you want to go back to any of the stuff we did over lockdown, A, don't, and 2,
if you want to
search our YouTube channel and order them by oldest to new.
Yeah,
go and look at some of our old stuff. There is some good stuff. Yeah, some of the interviews we'll touch on in a bit, but there's some nonsense as well that is worth a look. I think.
I think that helped.
Scarf, do you remember that?
Yeah. I think that helped us be a bit creative and a bit different, because if there's no football happening for months and nobody can leave their houses, you need to do things we did. And I still think we should probably return to some of this. There's some of the tier lists that we did, the kind of...
That's what Claret Blue is kind of...
kind of World Cup of kits and the World Cup of worst players and that kind of thing.
If anyone has suggestions for that sort of stuff, to be fair.
Yeah. Get it in the mailbag.
Mailbag.
The Olaf mailbag?
The Olaf mailbag.
Yep.
John, let's all connect together. Ready?
Silly questions.
Okay. Oh, silly questions. Right, okay, good. A staple of the Claret Blue podcast. Now, I could have put together probably hundreds of ones we've already done, and I think you'd probably give different answers, because the nature of it is, it's what do you think now, right? There's not really much logic to some of it. However, I've picked out one example, and then we're going to do 6 new ones. Okay? So here is the example, which for me, and people may disagree, this is the silly question.
If you could choose, would you rather a hand made out of ham or
here we go,
a finger that could travel through time? Just your finger, though. So there's a little portal, and only your finger can travel through time. You can adjust what it does, but the rest of you can't travel through time with it.
Ham,
pork-based product.
So a hand made out of ham, or a finger that can travel through time? I mean, that's probably the worst would you rather question we've had so far. We've had some bad ones.
You're welcome.
Anyone else want to go for that? What's the advantage of having just a finger that can travel in time? Or?
You could press a button, you could poke something, you could...
Is it time to get kicked out at this point?
This finger can act independently still, so it can do things.
Yeah, it can still do things.
God, it's a tough one.
Is it still attached to your hand, or does it jump off and run away?
I'll leave that up to you.
It makes no difference.
And the hand that's made out of ham, if you were peckish,
yes.
Does it replenish itself or not, or is it done
does
then?
It does replenish. You've got no feelings in the hand.
It does.
It does replenish, but only at the normal rate of growth. So.
Oh no, just the normal growth rate of hand ham.
Hand ham, yeah. So if you ate some, it would grow back. But if you ate the whole thing, it would take a while for the whole ham to grow back.
Would you rather?
We haven't put the cake.
We didn't light the candles.
It weren't us.
Oh no.
It must have been a finger that can travel through time.
Okay, six new silly questions. We're going to try and get through these as quick as we can. Would you rather have arms as long as Mr Tickle or legs as short as E.T.? John, you've already got legs as short as E.T.
Great.
And you've got hairy arms like Mr Tickle.
Mr Tickle's not got hairy arms, has
he? Not? Oh no, he's a cartoon, isn't he?
I thought so. There's a lot of hair to draw on those arms, isn't it?
Yeah,
what's more beneficial?
Tickly arms, for me.
Disagree.
You'd have rather little legs?
No. I'd rather have... Wait, what was the question?
So big, long arms like Mr Tickle.
Or small legs.
Or short legs like E.T.
Why would you want small legs for?
Exactly.
What's ET short for?
Yeah, that's
extraterrestrial.
No, because he's got little legs.
Told that recently, didn't I? Yeah, okay, good.
yeah, no,
Long
gotta be
arms.
Long
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing would be, do you want people to judge that you've got long arms? But I couldn't really.
Well, I'd rather that than be 2 foot. I could reach that cake from here. Would you rather live in a world where you dance instead of walk, or sing instead of talk?
Oh.
For this, it has to be dance.
Do you think?
How could we ever do the podcast by singing? I mean, you do a lot of singing, to be fair. That was almost a segment on its own.
But like dance instead of walk. Imagine if you're going to a funeral or something. You start strutting in.
Icebreaker.
You're in the pallbearer. You're just like, yeah.
Get the intro music on.
So now you're just going to go to the toilet.
As inappropriate, speak up for your long lost mother, and you have to sing the eulogy.
Yeah, I think you'd get away with that though, couldn't you?
What if the tune was to Humpty Dumpty?
Have you seen me, mother?
I feel like it's easier to be normal if you're singing in a certain way when you talk, rather than dancing when you walk. Because you can't.
I disagree. I think dance.
But you're going to be extravagant everything you do.
Hello, thank you, welcome to the meeting.
I'd rather do that than walk into the meeting.
That's enough singing for you and enough dancing for you for another 1,000 episodes. Next, if you had to choose a current Villa player to name your future children, pending you have some more, who would you give the task to?
Oh, it's not their name. You have to...
It's like, here you go, Mr. X, you name my child for me.
Oh, so you don't give them the player's name?
No,
just
it's
get
them
them
to decide, yeah.
I mean, how can you judge somebody's child naming? I mean, what are their own kids named?
Well, that's a good shout. That would probably be part of the criteria.
I've got no idea.
Cause I would say, and this is pure, I don't know, if Tyrone Mings I see as very intelligent and he has a child and they're called like Oxygen, I'll be like, you're very intelligent, but you're not naming my child because what have you done with your own? Do you know what I mean?
Has Tyrone Mings got a kid named Oxygen?
Well, I hope not.
Where did Oxygen come from?
Well, it's like really random. Just
right, okay.
A bit like fresh air,
Elon Musk's.
Yeah, like loads of letters or
got
something.
yeah, bizarre.
A better example of that, John, thank you.
He wouldn't be Gary Neville's granddad anyway. You wouldn't let him name your kids, would you? Yeah. You'd have Kendrick.
Rollinson.
Kendrick's not actually that bad. You've got to pick an intelligent player, I think.
Jemba.
I don't think we're ever going to actually answer some of these.
I'd pick John McGinn just because he has my name.
Okay. That's sound enough reasoning.
Cheers.
Okay. This one's just for you, John.
Okay.
If John had to eat 3 massive plates of press food each match, no matter whether he liked the dish or not, but it meant it guaranteed a Villa win, would you do it?
What, every single time?
Yeah. I think that's the easiest yes ever.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. Depends what club it is.
Yeah, but that's your food tastes, isn't it? That's the problem.
No, the portions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so some clubs will give you a lot of food.
So you think physically eating 3 lots of that would be...
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
3 big plates of food is a lot of food still.
Is it?
But I'd be up for it. But then also,
you ever been to a carvery, John?
Is it? What food don't you like? Like, is there a certain...
Oh, I don't like prawns.
Is that it?
Well, you've asked me for an example.
No, but like,
prawns and...
potato meats.
But these are going to be either... I mean, I don't know about some of the minnows of Europe, but these are going to be Premier League clubs.
Mate, not minnows.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Some of the European clubs serve some
like Domino's.
Some European
minnows.
Yeah.
Said enough singing.
I think, to me...
So I don't like prawns. So 3 big plates of prawns, I would be like...
But they're not going to serve prawns.
No, but if that was the thing, because it says even if you don't like it...
You're probably looking at some sort of like roast dinner, lasagna.
Fine.
I mean, that is really where it goes.
Yeah.
It's not too much variation.
Sometimes. I've seen a pie.
Pie's at half time usually.
Yeah. So I think I would do that.
I would do
an
easy challenge to me because it's not a bush tucker trial, is it? They're going to serve you food, aren't they?
If you don't like it, it's still food that you can eat. It's probably going to be decent.
The thing is, you've got 3. You've got 3 big plates. What you eating them between for a 3 o'clock kickoff? You're eating them between half 12.
No, before the game, right?
Before the game, yeah.
Before the game. In the press room, 3 big plates.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if the game kicks off at 3, between half 12 and 2 o'clock.
A plate an hour.
You could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah, and if you know that, I feel horrible, but Villa are going to win later, so I'm 20 stone.
But what if... It must be hard, though, when you get to the 15th game and Villa have won them all.
Would it? The next one, I fear we might not be able to do it. So if the next...
4 plates.
If the next thing the episode hears is a big bleep, we decided to cut it out.
Okay.
Couple
Can we
of
cut that bit?
That was cut.
I'll cut round that.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a Scouse accent or a Geordie accent? The level of the accent is the most extreme version you can think of. So...
Very thick.
All right, mate. They're not. I assume most of our audience will be like us. But if there are any Scouse or Geordie Villa fans out there that feel that we're now taking the piss out of their accent, we're not doing that.
I would go, kind of bailing myself out of it, I would go with the opposite of what you say. So then on a podcast, we'd at least have two different ones.
I prefer Geordie.
I'd go with the opposite. Some Scouts. And then
Can't stand either of them.
Want to pick a thing, Matt? That was all of our silly questions. We will start doing more silly questions, one a week, I think, in the Q&A. So if you want to share some more in the mailbag, please do.
Oh, yeah, we've done the silly questions. Which would you rather fight?
Okay, right. A different strand of silly questions.
Part two.
I've got here... So I'm going to tie two things together here, and one of the others is in the mug. So as part of the silly questions, we often get, which would you rather fight, this thing or the other thing?
Yeah.
And generally, I've got a couple
questions.
of examples. It's a small one, but there's lots of them, or it's one big one.
Mm-hmm.
So we had, for example, a Tyrone Mings-sized toddler, or 3 toddler-sized Tyrone Mingses.
Right.
And that led us all down a garden path of, yeah, but you wouldn't want to beat up a child, would you? And like, try to
It
dance
doesn't
around
say
the
that
issue.
Tyrone Mings-sized toddlers.
Yeah,
they
it
are
is a
actually
toddler.
toddlers.
So
that would be much
easier. So I've got Tyrone Mings.
A 3-year-old that is 6
Tyrone
foot one.
Mings.
A massive
What's the
toddler.
alternative?
Or 3 toddler-sized Tyrone Mings.
Who are powerful.
Oh, I'd happily beat up any of them.
A couple other examples. A chicken-sized hippo or a hippo-sized chicken. We've done these already, so don't think about them too much. My favourite things with these things is how seriously we often take it. Because I think if you just go, this is just a load of rubbish, like 100, whatever.
Yeah.
You've got to do your due diligence.
Think about it.
1 elephant-sized rat.
Whatever the second answer is.
100 rat-sized elephants. It's
Um,
always the small option for me, regardless of the quantity.
yeah, they're cunning little devils.
Those rat-sized elephants are cunning little devils.
They'd attack you in a way that was, do you know what I mean?
Calculated.
Yeah, I think so. Aren't they quite intelligent rats? Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, but they're not rats, though, are they? They're elephants. They're just
Great point.
rat-sized.
Great
Although
point,
elephants are pretty clever, I think.
Great point. Yeah, great point.
It depends how they come at you, though, wouldn't it? 'Cause if they're queued up in a formal way, you just boot them one by one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, John's theory was they might all climb on top of each other like a pile.
But you made a good point at the end of that. They're all elephant brains.
Yeah, well, I didn't finish the clip.
Sorry, I cut across you there, sorry.
Elephants don't climb on each other, do they? They're not going to think, oh, let's form a, as I said, which would be stupid anyway, because you just run through it. But you get my point. They would just be like, what is going on? They'd be completely confused because I'm now huge, which no one's ever said ever, even humans. So yeah, I'd take them on for sure. They'd have no plan. They'd have no strategy, would they? Because the elephants are intelligent, yes, but not in that situation. They'd be confused.
Why am I so small? The elephant would be thinking.
Yes,
What's
exactly.
happened?
Yeah. But also they have no strategy, whereas rats understand that and they think we're going to have to work together to take this man down. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the elephants will just be like, what do we do here?
I love the idea of them forming this kind of, not human pyramid, but this rat-elephant pyramid, almost like kind of dressed up in a suit as well, or a big long coat.
So 20 of them.
Can you pass me the mug, please? I don't have to move away from my mic. There was one in here that I want to find specifically because it ties in to what we've just been talking about. Do you want to read what that is?
Elephants in goal.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah, remember this.
What animal do you think would be the best at playing football? And a bonus, where would they play positionally?
Shoot. You didn't answer this. What's your thoughts before we get into what
Elephants
we
in goal, clearly. I know what would probably be quite decent, but you'd have to play it. I don't think you could play it on a football field, which would defeat the point. You know when you say like sea lions with a ball on the end of end of the nose. I could just imagine them being like rapid, kind of. You know when you see Messi, one of Messi's classic goals or something, weaving in and out.
If you make the pitch really slippery.
Yeah. I think you'd have to really heavily water the pitch.
There's something there.
Yeah, not one we said. So
can they? I'm showing my ignorance now. Can they survive on land?
Yeah.
Seals?
Yeah, I actually think they have to hold their breath underwater. They're not aquatic animals.
Oh, right. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd establish that during the medical, wouldn't you? I'd have thought.
So I'm going straight for goalkeeper and elephant.
Just to stand in the way of the goal.
Yeah, because like you can joke about it, but what are you going to say? Turtle playing up front or cheetah on the wings is quick.
I love that you take these so seriously. It's excellent.
An elephant would just stand there and have the best chance of blocking the ball.
Yeah,
I think once again I've come up with the correct answer.
It's not going to fill the goal. You just walk up to it, slotted bottom corner. It's not going to move, is it?
If you put an elephant,
it wouldn't fill the entire goal. There'd be a gap, and you just walk up, you'd roll in.
No, you wouldn't. You say walk up. You got to beat the defense. If you went from long range, you'd still struggle because if an elephant is sitting down in his goal, you got to realise an elephant is massive. A goal is big. It's no bigger than the size of this room. An elephant would, you know what I mean, fill the room. He'd probably fill the goal.
I think an elephant would fill the goal. The following question that I'd want to ask, though, is it disciplined enough to hold its position?
Good,
because you don't think an elephant's going to go on a massive
rampage,
but is it going to get bored if you've got all the play down the other end?
That's the risk I think you take with it. Because if you've got a gorilla in midfield,
all over the place,
yeah, you can fill it out somehow. But a goal is a goal. If he starts wandering, you're in real trouble.
Yeah, I think if he stays still though, I think the thing that I got hung up on was the shape. So as we know, a goal is rectangle, an elephant is circular. So even if he fills the goal, there's still there's still gaps around the edges.
Yeah, but that's the top corner.
I'd put it top pins.
Yeah, but
his trunk can get that though, can't he? His trunk's going to cover both. If he's positioned centrally, his trunk's going to cover both corners.
Yeah.
And the best goalkeeper in the world are going to get the ball out of the top corner.
That's true. Yeah, but that proves my point. You could beat an elephant goal.
I disagree anyway. I think he would fill up the whole goal.
Okay, all right. Well, we're not going to get into this again.
All right.
Do you want to pick us another one?
Yeah, let's do it. Hug the touchline.
Hug the touchline.
Insert name that is known for playing on the right side and touching the hug line. You would expect our right back to be a bit more defensive that we signed.
You
can't have both those players wanting to bomb on and neither of them want to.
Yeah, we were together there. You didn't put, I think I might be wrong. I might be thinking of another clip. No, I'm sure it is this one.
I must have heard that and thought, I'll let it go.
I think you chuckle. I think you laugh ever so slightly because you've recognised it, but you don't pull me up on it.
Yeah, probably.
Which I wish you had to pull me up on it.
I know we have the 1,000th episode coming up, so
I'm a big fan of that touching the hug line. It's a bit like, I don't know if you should say this. My son's now 6'2", 6'3", and I'm 5'9". So if I try and give him a hug, it's like I don't deliberately try, but if I grab him around the waist, he's like, "What are you doing? Get away from me, you freak!" So I feel like I'm touching the hug line there.
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
Oh, that's a classic.
Two things. Before we get to Captain Phillips, right,
Yeah.
I want to play a different clip very quickly. And this is more so for you and me. About John's lack of culture.
World experience.
Yeah. Barely eats.
Barely eats?
Eats a lot of the same thing. Doesn't eat, doesn't experiment, doesn't watch films.
I do experiment, but in certain
doesn't
ways.
Listen to music much.
What music do you like, John? What's your favourite band?
I like indie.
Okay.
So I like Foals.
But like if I say, how did you
Impala.
watch you watch the new Slow Horses? You might be like, oh, not, but I'm gonna. You go, what's a slow horse?
Slow Horses.
You wouldn't pick them ahead of an elephant in goal, would you?
So I feel like a clip that describes this, if I can ever get it to open, of John's lack of culture or world experience.
World experience.
Is
I'm well travelled now.
Villa in the USA.
I wasn't too far actually from the White House. If I'll be totally honest, I was a bit underwhelmed by it though. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was quite expecting, but I thought it would be a bit. I don't know what I was expecting, but I just thought it'd be a bit grander and a bit more interesting. I don't know. It was kind of what it says on the tin. It was just a White House.
maybe I'm being stupid, but I thought it'd be a bit grander.
You wait till he sees a greenhouse; it will blow his mind.
But all I watched it's just a White House. I don't know what the fuss is about. So, because you never watch films, whilst this was a brilliant story, you completely missed my fantastic joke.
I'm listening to some music, and I see the pilot, the captain, walk out the cockpit, and he's walking down the aisle, and I'm thinking, and I'm quite like a nervous flyer.
You're thinking, who's flying the plane?
That came into my head, but also like, what's happening? Like, is there an issue? My heart rate then went even more when he said, Mr. Townley, and I thought, what's happened here? Am I either in trouble or I'm going to
You've got to parachute your way down to Berlin.
Yeah, something's gone wrong here. Swiftly followed by up the Villa, watch the podcast. I'm a big Villa fan. Completely like stunned. Like people will come up to you and talk to you, and you'd expect it because there'll be Villa fans in Leipzig.
Yeah.
Different bits and bobs, obviously around Villa Park, because that's where Aston Villa fans watch their football team. But yeah, 30,000, whatever it is, miles in the sky. Is that right? Feet. Can you do that again? Because I really sound rich.
No, I'm including that. Where were you flying to? Mars? Anyway, Captain Phillips.
I never expected that at all. It was the captain. When you start the flight and they say, "Oh, welcome on board," and we're flying to this place.
Captain speaking. We're flying to Berlin. The local time is 05:03.
Yeah, Captain Phillips, who also speaks really good Dutch. I think it was Dutch.
Was it Tom Hanks?
What?
God, the reference that John Talley has never seen a Tom Hanks film has ruined that joke, but hopefully everyone else enjoyed it. Tom Hanks plays a character called Captain Phillips in a film. He's a boat captain, though, not a pilot.
Okay. I know people are probably thinking this idiot.
Kendrick would have laughed so hard at that.
The captain of the plane, the pilot.
So a great story.
Yeah, great story.
Ruined my gag. I still think that's probably one of the all-time great fan interactions.
I don't think
that'll be top.
I mean, I've had some great fan interactions, but yeah, it's completely out of the blue, or out of Earth, out of this world. Apparently,
we're just 30,000 miles in the sky.
I think I'd have thought we were too lowbrow to attract pilot attention.
Yeah,
to be honest,
he's a lovely chap as well. Really
got
was.
a picture of him, haven't you?
Yeah.
Set up at home as well,
Really nice guy.
Okay, right.
Imagine he's like listening to this now though, like he's just like silencing air traffic control. Like, in a minute. In a minute, I've nearly hit Saturn. No context, claret and blue.
No context.
What was all of this?
Well, exactly. So we had a Twitter account before you joined, John, called No Context Kendo.
I do. Didn't we revive that?
We did for a little bit, yeah. And when we thought it's probably inappropriate for how important your work actually is.
Yeah, as I climbed the managerial ladder.
So a lot of those came from when we filmed in lockdown.
Found this Twitter account.
That because we wouldn't be together, Matt would just be like, "Oh, a biscuit," and I'll just clip that and tweet it without context.
There's a lot of stuff here that would be out of context.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's probably why we stopped the account. To be fair, there's just too much to post. So I've collated again 6 examples of things that are out of context. Firstly, who said it? And secondly, do you know the context? Do you remember it?
Okay, nice.
Okay. First one, I like a carroty carrot.
Carroty carrot?
I think that's me, I think that's going back to the stew that we spoke about, like my love of stew. I mean, I like a carroty carrot, I do.
Carroty carrot?
Like a carrot that just is proper screams carrot at you. Like it could have just been dug up.
That still tastes like the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Love a carroty carrot. I quite like parsnips as well.
It's a great point as well.
It is a good point, yeah. There's some actual flavour in it.
The best carrot I've ever had was at Man City. Their carrots were unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah.
That was about roast dinners. And which item do you like the most or something? Yeah. I like a carroty carrot. You could wear a kind of Michael Jackson-like glove. Who said this? I'm a man with very hairy arms. They didn't say you couldn't disguise it. Do you know what this is about?
No.
Do you not? Do you remember it?
No, I've got a clue.
If it guaranteed us a Leicester City moment, Villa winning the Premier League title, would you be prepared to have a tattoo of the Blues badge covering the back of your hand? No tampering or removal as an option. It's there for life.
I would have it done.
Would you?
I'd have it done on my right hand, which I'm left-handed, so it's kind of largely redundant anyway on my right hand. I don't know the options you've got. You could wear a kind of Michael Jackson-like glove, forevermore, so it doesn't say that you can't disguise it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a man with very hairy arms. I'm not quite Richard Key's hairy hands, but this is another bit of an aside. My arms are so hairy that on my stag do back in 2000, and I should know when I was married, 2005, I think it was. On my stag do back in 2005 in Barcelona, my mates thought it'd be funny to shave all my arms and leave just like Peter with wristband style.
Oh, wow.
Made out of hair. So I reckon I could probably have a comb over, like a werewolf style comb over. I would do it if it meant that Villa won the league.
Ridiculous. Butt examine.
I can't. Me?
It's probably going to be me again, I
Can't be
thought.
me.
I'm so childish. One other thing that amused me, the French translator. We spoke about him before, haven't we, for VAR?
Yeah.
The translations. I think one was like butt examine or something like that. And I was just like giggling like a pathetic little school kid when I saw butt examine going on the...
I knew when that flashed up that would tickle your fancy. I didn't know whether you'd mention it or not, but I knew that you'd enjoy that. It's for the Lille game, checking VAR, checking goal. Butt examine. I think butt is golf in French. Suck a sponge with soup.
Oh, wasn't that a would you rather question?
It was a would you rather question, yes. I know we've already kind of done this.
Would you rather eat soup with a sponge or rice with a toothpick?
Soup with a sponge. Oh my God, what a question.
Rice with a toothpick would be incredibly irritating and would be long. You could obviously only get one grain of rice at a time, maybe two if you were lucky. That would take absolutely... I mean, how many grains are on a plate? 100?
Yeah,
1,000? I don't know.
Could
It
be
would take
thousands.
ages.
Depends what you cook, yeah.
Depends how much you have. A kilo of rice, could be loads. Eating soup with a sponge, though, is so, like, degrading. Isn't it? Like, such a horrific tool, like to suck a sponge.
Depends how much time you've got, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because, it's just...
A toothpick rice is ages, isn't it?
Yeah, for sheer taste, though, it'd just become quite horrible, wouldn't it, in terms of the soup through the sponge?
I think I then started... I don't know why. I think I then started to talk to you about, I made paella, and I'd actually accidentally made two... What was talking about that?
I don't know. But that was not that episode because the question...
2 kilograms of paella. I think I made.
You definitely told us about that before.
I think it was on that one.
No, the question that came after this was poo flavoured chocolate. Yeah, and we just were like, let's never kind of talk about that again. Final one. A big slab of whole nut is what you want. They've started putting like gingerbread in it and all these kind of things. And banana in it.
Matt.
That's me, yeah.
Do you remember what you were talking about?
It's got Cadbury. Cadbury chocolate.
You know what I will complain about? Cadbury have tried to be a bit too... tried to add too much to a recipe that's already a winning formula. To me, fruit, not fruit nut, whole nut. A big slab of whole nut is what you want. But they started putting like gingerbread in it and all these kind of things and banana in it. You're thinking, well, there's no need. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The thought of having like jelly beans or whatever in there.
Not for me.
Too much going on.
I don't like whole nut either.
Do you not?
No, fruit and nut. I don't like fruit.
Cadbury's is absolutely the best chocolate, though. I won't have any different opinions. I won't
do like Galaxy Caramel, like I said.
I was shocked that they didn't have it in America, you know.
They have Hershey's, don't they?
Yeah, but like...
Which is crap.
I don't know. Cadbury seems to be like in every store and it's quite like a big thing in England. But in America, I didn't really see like their version of it. If that makes sense?
No.
So...
Next. That was all of our out of context clips. Let's roll on to the next.
Easter egg salesman.
When I was a kid, I used to sell the Easter eggs back to my mum.
Oh, yes, I do remember it.
Yeah, which is a bit of a revelation. Yeah, when I was a kid, I'd sell them back for like £1 or £1, whatever.
What do you mean, sell them back?
So
she bought you an egg and you'd sell it back?
Yeah, no, like, I don't know, like 4 boxes, right? This one was like 8 or 9. And then I'd be like, okay, because my mum likes chocolate. So instead of having it myself, because whatever, I'm not like a massive chocolate fan, never really have been, I'd just sell them back because they'd just be sitting there for weeks. So instead of them just rotting or whatever, she would eventually give in and buy them back. So I would just make money off it.
That is probably the weirdest segment that this. I know there's been some that this podcast has ever seen. Yeah, Easter egg salesman, a classic.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Interviews.
Interviews. Okay, all right. This is not one for clips really for us. You want to just talk through some of the interviews that we'd obviously like to do more of them, and we always say that, but we've done some good ones.
Yeah, we had a good run during lockdown. Didn't we? We got a captive audience that people in my contact book, were bored senseless. So,
yeah, now they've stopped replying.
They'd run out of box sets to watch and Netflix documentaries to binge. So they answered the phone and were willing to come online for an hour on StreamYard or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Some of the highlights, I'm sure we got. Did we get Martin Larson singing his own chant or something?
Yeah. Barry Bannon indulging my fancy dress.
Michael Brighton.
Michael Brighton, yeah.
Barry Bannon
Sorry.
telling us the story of how he was born prematurely and had to have one of his livers removed.
Sorry, why is that funny?
You can't have your liver removed.
No,
right.
one of his livers.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Sorry,
you only have one liver. Yeah, my bad.
I've outed myself there, haven't I?
Poor Barry.
There's loads of good bits, and this episode is obviously to look back, but also if anyone who's new, we've got a whole playlist of probably 25 or 30 former player interviews, like Gabby Bonnet-Hall, Gareth Barry.
Yeah. There's some great, really chuffed the ones that we could get. Like Gareth Barry hadn't spoken about Villa in that level of depth before, and I'm not saying that we did help the story arc of Gareth Barry, because I think by then he'd been clapped off the pitch, hadn't he? Playing for
But and this is not in a disrespectful way, but someone like Ian Taylor that we had. You see Ian Taylor around all the place all the time, where someone like Gareth Barry, you don't.
We tried to do the Ian Taylor one differently. We went through his family album, didn't we, of photos?
Photo book,
Let's have a look at what we've got next for you. Let's have a look at your next photo.
I posted this one the other day.
Well, I'll let you in on a secret, Tails. This is what prompted the idea, because we thought there must be loads of photos that, if we looked at that at first glance, it looks like you've had a tiff, doesn't it? But there must be loads of photos that you've got the kind of backstory for. So go on, tell us what's going on there.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the Petrov one was. I remember him saying, "Why do they all hate you, Matt? Why does everybody at Villa hate you, Matt?"
And still to this day, we're trying to work that question out.
You'll be a great man, and you have great manners, and you asked a good question, which is something different, which I always enjoy talking to you. But I haven't seen you for a while. What I've seen, you've been very active on Twitter, which I like to see.
That's made me blush now, that, as you say, kind words about me. I'm supposed to be saying the nice things about you.
The Martin O'Neill one was crackling with
Alan Hutton.
Unfinished Business.
Was considered
Alan
one of the
was
best
a good one as well.
I regret not getting Nigel Spink and Kenny Swain as a video, but it was so kind of
just travelling with them instead.
Yeah, but if we'd set that up somehow, which we probably could have done in hindsight, that would have been great. But
yeah, something we want to do more of, but
I've been saying that for years.
I know, but that proves how difficult it is. It's not for want of trying.
Oh, on that, where's my bag?
Who's got in his bag?
E.T. probably by the size of the bag. What is this about? What's going on here?
Every time that I come in here or see Matt, I always forget this.
Oh, it's not for me.
No, it's for Matt.
No,
this was something. I hope I've got it now. So when we did our Christmas quiz back at Christmas time, we got like the
Oh yes, we did Secret Santa.
We did Secret Santa. There was something that I've clearly forgotten to hand over. After all this time.
Should we pass the parcel?
I hope I've got
Better
it.
not be bloody Cadbury chocolate with jelly beans in.
He sold that back to his mother already.
Where is
the
it?
tension of not.
Bar of soap. It's not that.
Yes. All right, John. How subtle's that?
Any shampoo in there? Or?
Here we go. Yeah, pass it along. There you go.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Oh, bless him.
I completely forgot to.
Just the 12 months late.
You know what? I think I gave you a David Black card, and then at the bottom of my bag, I was clearing it out, trying to get some programs out and stuff. And then I saw it, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Oh, that must be for Matt."
Oh, nice.
So there you go.
That's very kind of you. Probably wallet sized as well. I can carry that.
It's nearly.
I'll ditch the photo of my wife and my kids, and I'll stick that in my wallet.
It's nearly a year late.
Oh, excellent.
There you go.
Okay, good.
Questions.
Okay. Some actual questions from James. During John's time in the press box, has he ever celebrated a Villa goal as if he was watching from the stands? If not, what game or goal have you been closest to jumping up, and giving a big get in there?
I have celebrated like a fan in the press box before, but it was before I started employment with Reach. So, celebrate goals, but you can't jump out your seat. You just can't. But when I had the pleasure of going in the Villa Park press box as a university student for the match against Watford, the 2-1, the late Ming/Conser goal. And I couldn't help myself. And I'm very immature back then as well. So I'm at the back of the press box, so it weren't so bad. The goal has happened, and I've just jumped up, and then I'm seeing fans like coming behind me, and I'm just like, I've got to get among this. So I did. And then I will admit, after the match when Dean was going off the pitch and getting a bit of stick, I thought, I'm going to have to join in again. So I got up, went behind. And the people next to me were like, what's he doing? He's supposed to be part of the, that was
Nice.
That was the only time that I've physically left the press box to get involved.
No, I like that. It doesn't technically count before you started with us, but I'll let you off. Have you had any of these?
I'm far too professional for that, man.
Okay, fair enough.
Reminds me of the Priest family going mad at the Tottenham executive boxes a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who's your dream interview guest? We get asked this every so
We're
often.
down the David Platt route again, are we?
No.
I've got him in my wallet now. Dream interview guest. Does it have to be from a Villa perspective or not? Scarlett Johansson?
For his sake.
Talk picking her best Villa 11?
An open-ended one. We should probably end with this, really, but we've still got loads to get through. What does the future of the podcast look like?
AI, innit?
This is all AI.
Yeah. Will we still be going in 5 years' time? This is our 6th birthday. Will we get to an 11th birthday?
I hope so.
I'll be 35. You'll be what, 50 or something?
I'll be in my late 20s by then.
I'd like to think that you take your audience with you, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you die. You do if you're Captain Phillips, don't you?
Dancing to your grave.
I don't think we need to include that bit. What will the podcast be like in future? I mean, I don't want to get people switching off. More of the same.
Yeah.
I think that I think you and John have taken it to a new level anyway in terms of the walk and talks and the Q&As, and I think it's interesting because a lot of the audience still comes from audio-only platforms. So all the kind of technical wizardry that you do with nice backgrounds and stuff like that doesn't always get appreciated fully with people who aren't seeing the YouTube version. But I find it fascinating when you're out on location. To be honest, I really love the kind of race across the world style.
I'd quite like to do that again somehow.
Just, I hope it continues to be more of what it's been. Funny, informative. Taking our club seriously, but not taking ourselves too seriously. Loving Villa the way that the fans love Villa, but also bringing little bits of insight when we can.
Yeah, just little bits. I agree. It's just the same for you.
I think we mix well. We're covering different bases. I think there's something for everyone on our podcast, mostly. We always say at the start of each season, how are we going to do better, or how can we improve to make our content better, essentially, and not just better for us in terms of this looks better, but what does the audience want? So, like the fan zone, for example, once the season started, we realised the preview isn't particularly good, we don't think, and we want to be more interactive with the comments and blah blah blah, mailbag. So we think that's kind of a step up. More of that really.
Yeah, obviously 6 years, 1,000 episodes, 3 different managers, 3 different European competitions, survival in the Premier League, loads of different transfers. We can't go through all of that now, and we're not going to. I can't put all those clips in either, but I am going to do a little montage for those watching and listening of looking back at some of those moments. So as of now, I don't know what's about to come, but it will be highlights of us.
Bit of a timeline.
Kind of documenting Villa's progress over the last few years. So let's roll the VT, please.
We can end that long trophy drought.
Yeah, see my first I could be seeing my first Villa trophy in 48 hours' time. How mad's that? That's exciting. That's a nice thought, isn't it?
So Aston Villa lost the League Cup final at Wembley yesterday.
Break it to us gently, why don't you? I didn't want to watch it. I was waiting to watch the highlight.
Spoiler alert, anyone.
But we all washed our hands.
Yeah.
I've washed my hands so much that
the skin started peeling away.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I know. I've got a cough at some point. We've seen no goals. I think that's probably the biggest thing that kind of brings a dampener on it, and I just feel a little bit downbeat now.
Yeah, it's strange. You wait 100 days for a goal, and then you kind of get one, and then you don't get one. That's going to dominate, isn't it? That decision from a Villa fan's point of view. From a Sheffield United fan's point of view, they must be absolutely fuming.
I'm not sure how to react anymore. How do we do these podcasts when we win?
I don't know, mate. It's a massive dub, that is, isn't it? As the kids say, it's a massive dub. It's so Aston Villa, isn't it? It's so Aston Villa to just kind of dangle that little kind of that little ray of light in front of us.
Everton won, Villa won. Just so disappointing. That's it, isn't it? I think.
I'm sulking, so I'm not talking to you. I'm in a mood. Oh, Dan. Why did they do this to us?
And we'll be back on Tuesday, is it? We're by next Wednesday?
Yeah, Tuesday against Arsenal next week. Okay. Yeah. So on that happy note.
Yeah, that easy fixture we got coming up, we'll be back for that. Can you believe it?
Oh my goodness, mate.
Can you believe it? Let's just bask in the glory of 17th place and admire that league table for a few seconds.
Oh, wow. Look at it.
Look at it. Oh, yes, mate.
I spit it up. I spit it up.
Oh,
God.
Unbelievable, mate.
How the hell have we pulled Premier League survival from the jaws of desperation? How's it happened?
I've got no idea, mate.
Do not adjust your device that you're watching on. That is Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2. Probably the strangest thumbnail I've ever made for a video ever.
Got a can of Pepsi Max here. Let's enjoy it. It's a full fat, full sugar performance, so drink it in.
Straight in the Premier League glass, because we are not leaving this league, let me tell you. So first of all, how are you feeling about this move now it's all official?
My feelings hard to sum up. I feel a dream come true to play for Man City. That them words from Jack are quite stinging, really. Maybe I underestimated his motives in the summer. I thought it'd be a difficult decision for him based on those people have spoken close to him. I'm just wondering, was it difficult now, Jack? Was it a difficult decision?
Villa have lost again. Like I said, 5 defeats in a row. Dean Smith has never lost 5 games in a row in all his time as management. But this Villa side and him have managed to do that. 1-0 at Southampton away, just finished. Matt, give me your thoughts. 60 seconds, go for it.
Yeah, it's crap, mate. I'll see you in a fortnight.
See you later.
I am stunned, to be fair. I thought they'd have the 2-week international break to sound out a new man if Smith's losing streak continued. Very ruthless. I thought the statement was from Christian Purslow.
We wish Dean Smith well in whatever he does next. I assume he'll get another managerial job somewhere. I don't know whether that'll be, and that'll be a strange matchup when we come up against him at some point, won't it? Mr. Steven Gerrard is Aston Villa's new head coach. So just before we get into the comments, we'll come to you individually first of all and get your initial reaction. We'll start with you, Ash.
Yeah, very exciting. It's a box office announcement, isn't it, really?
We know there's a talented bunch. We also know that they're not punching the weight. Steven Gerrard's going to leave absolutely everything out there because he's not going to want this to derail his career. He's going to want this to help his career kick on.
I'm not going to be on this long. What's the point? No one wants to talk about Villa losing 2-0.
What's his Villa identity? Ollie Watkins was about the other day. The identity. Gerrard was quite not happy, but content with the way Villa played in terms of possession and getting into good areas, but the lack of creativity. I don't know.
We've lost 2. I mean, Purslow saying that we've been unlucky this season. It's I don't like that because we haven't been unlucky. We've been crap. They should come to Villa Park and wipe the floor with us. I don't know why I went. After seeing that, because I thought, well, what are we going to do then? I don't see a scenario where he turns it around, so I don't really know what we're waiting for. Enough is enough. I'm sick of Steven Gerrard as Aston Villa manager, and I firmly believe now that this is time for him to go.
Almost just feel it, couldn't you? It was one of those nights. I think I've just tweeted that it was the equivalent of McLeish away at Norwich in 2012. It was Di Matteo away at Preston. Would Steven Gerrard have got the Villa job if he hadn't had such a decorated playing career and been such a big name?
If his name was Stu Greenhouse instead of Steven Gerrard, He'd have been sacked in 5
There's
games.
a Stuber out there now who's a really good manager in the making. You've just ruined him now.
It's a little bit difficult because now I feel like if we finish the podcast now and he's sacked at 11:15, I'm going to think, I wish we'd have just stayed on. But we've given our thoughts. Oh my God, everyone's saying he's gone. Is there in a club statement? Yes. Okay, right. I'm glad we stayed on with a bit of waffle. Club statement from Aston Villa. Aston Villa Football Club can confirm that head coach Steven Gerrard has left the club with immediate effect. A club spokesman said, "We would like to thank Steven for his hard work and commitment and wish him well for the future." I think that's about 30 words, that statement there. I'm glad we stayed on because now we've got closure.
This shows what a pathetic human being I am. Do you know what? My first feeling was? What a lack of disrespect for the corner flag. The only time it ever gets its own platform is during these big statement announcements, and they're going to put Gerrard on there rather than the corner flag.
It's almost like if it isn't Pochettino now, I feel like people are going to be disappointed. SF and Wes are willing to pay, one of the highest wages to a manager in the Premier League to get this elite target. If you just say, here's 10 million a year for a wage, you can spend 100 million, you can make final call on transfer. It's like an ambitious, good coach would look at Villa and still think there's a project there to be had.
So if it's not a Pochettino, Tuchel, which isn't going to be Amorim, I know he said he's happy at Sporting, but what else is he going to say? He's not going to say he's leaving, is he? And then Emery, I'm not sure if he would be necessarily enticed by what we're trying to give him. He said no to Newcastle, so why would he say yes to us? To be fair, I think Ruben Amorim and Unai Emery are two strong candidates, and I do think both of them will be good coaches, really do.
Unai Emery is the new head coach of Aston Villa, a bolt out of the blue, cloak and dagger from Aston Villa, as always. Things just come out of nowhere.
I'm feeling really good. I honestly think it's probably the best appointment we could have made. If you're knocking out the likes of a Poch or a Tuchel, personally, I'd put Emery in that bracket.
Is it still feasible for a manager to get Villa into a European competition this season, or is that too outrageous? And is it just if we finish 10th or anywhere in the top 10, that would be seen as a massive success given where we are at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. I think top 10 is the remit. Top 8, why not?
When we did our end of season predictions at Hockey Social Club last week, was it, I think, and it came out, the start of this week, and it came out a couple of days ago. We were saying what Villa need to do to plot their unlikely route to Europe. That was the title, because we thought, well, we've probably got to get something against Liverpool and we have to beat Brighton. And we now are beat Brighton, Villa in Europe next year, which is an unbelievable achievement. Hello, welcome to Claret Blue. My name's Dan Rowlinson. I'm joined by Matt Kendrick, who, for the audio listeners, is waving a unicycle, and John Townley with massive, massive smiles on all of our faces. Loads of people watching this live, by the way, so welcome. Thank you for clicking on our podcast the night that Aston Villa qualified for Europe for the first time since I was a teenager in high school and Matt had hair.
I think Aston Villa, I'm biased, but I think Aston Villa should be competing at this level. So 3 or 4 years of us finishing in Europe, I don't expect it to be quite the same celebration and carnival that it was today. We'd probably get a little bit kind of rolling our eyes, and we'd only want that kind of carnival when we come and bring in a trophy back to Villa. But given that the 13 years since Martin O'Neill went, and some of the false dawns that we've had, and some of the mess that we've had to deal with, I think we deserve that today.
I say it's like era-defining in a way. Like, without him coming in, we wouldn't be in Europe. We wouldn't have this optimism that we're trading with right now.
Oh, that intro music is far too chipper for the mood that you and I are in this evening. Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 2, our third successive defeat at Villa Park, Newcastle, Chelsea in the Cup, and then this evening, a sickener, I think is the way to describe that one, Matt. Man United, isn't it? As much as it feels like we never beat them, we beat them at home, obviously, last season at Villa Park, Emery's first game. We played them 4 times since then and lost every single one.
Like you said, what are we, a point behind Spurs now? I think we're a point behind Spurs. We're still 5 points above United. Don't really worry about what United and Spurs do. We've backed this team to go and win more games than it loses.
Let's have a nice deep breath before we start. Let's all calm down and relax. Welcome to your Aston Villa therapy session, our Claret Blue Monday show. We've resisted doing this all day in the fear of the news that has been confirmed this evening that Boubacar Kamara is out for the season and beyond with an ACL injury. Absolutely derails our season, doesn't it, John? It's been a depressing 24 hours, isn't it? Christ.
Yeah, it has been. I think, I don't know.
Wake up, Jesus. We've got 9 games left. 3 of those are against Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal. Do you think we're going to win one of those games? Very unlikely. And you're talking about a draw against West Ham being a good result.
You're going to bleep that out?
I have to bleep that, yeah. You're talking about a draw against West Ham being a good result.
Tarkin.
Wash your mouth out, Tarquin, you filth.
When we lose or draw again next week against Wolves and then get beaten comfortably by Man City, maybe you will come back to reality.
Yeah, that is my reality. I've said all along that those 3 games I think we'll lose, but we can obviously still get Champions League.
We don't have to win those 3 games to get the top 4 though, or top 5.
No, we can lose them all.
As long as we get points in the other games.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand the anger.
Up the Villa indeed.
Up the Villa indeed, absolutely. What a night at Villa Park, eh? Who saw that coming? 3-3 for anyone who was not aware. 3-1 down, I said, this is over. No way we get back into this. And how wrong was I for a change? John Drone came on and I was a little bit like, what's he going to do? But there was still one man who was hungry like the wolf. Duran. Sorry.
I'm going to let that ride.
Oh, welcome back to the Claret Blue podcast. Post-match reaction for Man City Spurs. Aston Villa, our Champions League club. I've been waiting a hell of a long time to say that.
Elated, mate. Cloud9. It's going to take a while for it to sink in, even though it's been months that we've kind of been waiting for this moment and anticipating it. But now that it's hit, I just can't, nothing's going to wipe the smile off my face sort of thing for weeks now. I'm absolutely buzzing, mate.
I think I've just caught a glimpse of myself. Do you remember John McCririck, who used to do the racing? I've got a weird look of John McCririck about me today, but I'm not the tipster here. You're the master tipster, aren't you, Dan? I don't give you much credit, but you called this last summer, didn't you, at our live event? And what's the phrase? Even a stop clock is right twice a day or whatever. Eventually, you were going to get one right, but this was a bold prediction. I thought you were talking absolute nonsense.
Here's a random clip. So, Matt targets Nan.
When Matt targets Nan, we're talking about Matt targets Nan, not me targeting a Nan.
Well, let's play the clip and find out.
How you do it?
You could have got away with that.
I will include that now. We'll do it. My nose has just started to bleed a little bit. I got too excited. Basically,
that's an incredible 20 seconds.
I just wish they'd throw random things in, look how crap his hair is tonight, and don't you think Matt Target's got a face a bit like someone's nan? Do you know what I mean? I just wish they'd kind of vary it up a bit. It's all a bit kind of samey.
The context there was
it's face like a nan.
The context was commentators always saying the same kind of things.
Oh, right.
So Dean Smith bought Ollie Watkins a fish bowl or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So,
and there's the Rotterdam banner. And
they'll always say the same things. You want a bit of variety.
You want Peter Drury to say, by the way.
I noticed that Matty Target's got a face like a nan. We've also got...
oh, God.
So we're going to end the show with a few quick fire random bits, right?
Yeah.
This is we've done the serious football stuff. Would you believe?
Did we?
We didn't.
What episode was that? Was that episode 226?
So for Lille, Fiorentina, Osasuna, and the likes of those to be drawn against someone else that you recognise is.
I've just had a crazy brain.
Draws.
I've got a pair of shorts there, FC Leuven. Do you want me to get them?
Yeah, go on.
There you go.
Why do you have those?
I have no idea. They've been in my drawer for years. I don't know. So there
have you been to Switzerland on holiday or anything?
No, never. I have no idea what I've got.
Villa, Hibs or FC Luzern in the,
one of the
Europa Conference League. Who will Villa play? And you can see on your face as I'm speaking, you kind of start to go, you remember it. I've got some shorts. And we never got to the bottom of it. You've never been to Switzerland on holiday. You've got no idea still.
No idea, no. Absolutely no idea. It wouldn't be in JD. I have no idea.
I just got this lovely vision that in John's house, he doesn't have a TV, he doesn't have a DVD player, he doesn't have any books or any reference to the outside world. He's just got drawer full of random European, merchandise and garments. Yeah. Oh, I've got that, yeah.
Do you know what I wore to bed last night?
Oh, blimey. Aston Villa Extra. Late night living with John Townley.
Go on. Tell me.
An FC Granada shirt.
Oh, nice.
Just bizarre, yeah.
Do either of you remember this? You might need to crouch around a bit.
Action it. Okay, that's...
Is that allowed still?
I I'm happy with it. If you need my editorial approval.
Priest de resistance.
Yeah, it's magnificent.
Various different quizzes. The one that we did recently about, Marco Bizot's hometown, and everyone's going, that was absolutely mental. There's precedents for this of you don't know the answer. This is from March 2020.
Okay, done. I think that's wrong, but whatever.
Okay. What is Emil Heskey's star sign?
Oh, God. Is that a joke?
No, it's a genuine question.
Oh, it will be a miracle if one of us gets this right. I don't even know 12 star signs.
Yeah, I had to guess for that.
That's probably the only one you got right.
The quizzes, though, as much as it is very often quite silly, we did a Christmas quiz every year, didn't we? That was our special. We did a couple over lockdown, the not in the pub quiz. We've obviously done a couple of recent ones as well. I like the quizzes, and that's something we're going to do more of as well.
Do I still owe Rushton, or was it some curly whirlies or something?
Yeah, like a flake or something.
Yeah.
James, we'll need to. I still haven't sent you those crunchies, have I?
No. What's the point of me doing these? I win, and I get nothing. I get nothing from them. There's no prize.
An absolute classic here.
We didn't create the wallet.
We get past the adverts.
3,
Another way.
2, 1, go!
Open that. Townley, you smell like moths.
Bloody hell.
Look at all this leakage.
He's done that
Look
before.
at this leakage.
Jesus.
Look at your
Come on,
turn.
Dan, you got this. You got it. Go on, quick.
Repeat the whole thing. The whole thing.
Axel Thomas Abbey.
Oh,
slow him down for
That's the reactions that are better for me.
His foot just flying up in the air as well.
Give us the trophy now.
John.
He ripped the head off.
Oh, incredible. How did that happen?
I must have had basil in my throat. I tried to say the name that was on the paper, and I'm struggling, so I'm like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden I'm just on the floor.
Incredible.
That feels like years ago.
That was only last year,
wasn't it?
Less than a year ago, yeah.
Let's stop plotting the next one soon, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll talk about that off air. Leicester away.
Yeah.
We won't watch a clip, but that is often cited as one of people's favourite moments of John.
You know why? Because that was just the moment where I was like,
you believe
we're back.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm completely not on form for a podcast right now. Let's just put it that way. I feel high, it's just surreal. We've been speaking for years about trying to qualify for Europe, and hell, we could lose our last games or whatever. I don't know, but it's just the fact that we are there. We know we can do it, and we're in a position to go and qualify for Europe. It's mad just to think about. And the manner that we've won tonight is, yeah, I'm emotional, man. Genuinely, it's just a surreal sort of feeling, and
I just feel like really emotional.
A last-minute winner. Well, that's not Villa. Bertrand Traore scoring. That's not Villa.
Yeah.
An incredible goal. That's not Villa.
To try and get into Europe.
Yeah, it was like, oh wow.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Two that I'm not even going to introduce. Just going to play.
Young boys are out first. You'd absolutely take these, wouldn't you?
I can't stop looking at Ronaldo, mate. He's fuming. Yes.
Young
boys away. Young
There
boys
it is.
away. We're playing at the stadion on Wankdorf.
When I knew, obviously I remembered that. I searched it and found something.
What's your search history like?
I think it's my work computer, don't worry. This was, for context, the third kit, the navy with the stripes on. We wore it for the first time at Young Boys, and all the marketing guff that was whatever.
Champs, yeah.
There's a few comments coming through about why could we not have just won our home kit in tonight's game, or the away kit even, because obviously neither clash. Peak marketing, isn't it? There was a marketing fluff that came with the third kit of it's navy because we're returning to European nights, and it's adorned with silver because we've won trophies. So, all right then. So it's absolutely obvious we're going to wear it tonight. It's football, isn't it now?
It's navy because we're at the Wankdorf Stadium and it reminds us of seamen.
Bloody hell! Oh, you really thought this down a level then.
Watershed, it's only half 8. Sorry about that if I've offended. Not alive. Some of you prudes out there. I've got to get that stadium name out of my mind.
Right, moving on.
That was on a live, and I was like, "What? You can't
cancel. Give me a finger that can travel through time."
You can't say semen, can you?
Oh goodness me! The thing is, I'm supposed to be the grown-up, responsible one as well. That's the worst thing about it.
And that is the last nonsense clip that we're going to react to.
That's the last ever clip on Claret and Blue. It's been nice knowing you.
I could have honestly picked hundreds to go through, and we've been recording for ages going through it all. I just want to end. Are you all right, John?
No, I've really messed up my things.
I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to read some nice comments to end. I kind of put on my notes here. This is a bit like the Lifetime Achievement Award, where we kind of go, look, that was nice. So from the mailbag, in the anticipation of the 1,000th episode, we had 3 comments that I wanted to read out. From Callum, I really enjoyed the Ash Down Under series, as it was a really exciting pre-season and the graphics amused me. So Callum's okay with it, so I'm okay.
That's all right then.
Not a moment, just a message to say how much I love the podcast. Always feels like a catch-up with mates about the football, and I love the way that you all bring something to the show.
Thank you.
Who was that?
Callum.
That's Callum as well?
That was all Callum, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Callum.
There's only one comment. It's quite short. Look how big the other one is.
Oh, bloody hell.
From Dave. I've been with you guys since I stumbled across the stay-at-home challenge. Do you remember that?
No, what was that?
Stay-at-home challenge?
The keep you up toilet rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Should we go save the best till last and go to mine?
Come on, then. Do you want me to watch it now? I know you've sent it me, and I'm...
So I've sent you a rough draft. It's not perfect just yet.
Okay, I'm going for it now.
Okay.
27 seconds.
But it's great. It's really good. Also film landscape, obviously. Look at them. Oh, look at that. Look at the technique.
Oh, mate. What a finale that is.
I was using my 30 minutes outside the home to start running. From then on, you guys have been a part of my running and Villa diary, most recently when I managed to run 5k every day for 400 days.
Blimey.
And then an ultra marathon up Ben Nevis, which is frankly ridiculous.
To be honest, I'm not taking any credit for that at all.
Too many highlights, live shows.
I've claimed half the sponsorship.
Too many highlights, live shows and theme tunes to remember. But thanks for keeping me going and being a bit of friendly banter in my pocket. You've got me through some tough times. Thank you, Dave.
That's our job. Oh, that's nice.
And the last one, which is long, but this kind of this summarises the kind of connection, I guess, that we've had with fans. This is your life. 1,000th episode special. For me, I actually struggle to pick out specific memories.
I hate you. You're crap.
I didn't invent this one.
Which is why we've just done a whole episode of them. My memory's rubbish at doing that, but particular thoughts are Ash Down Under, another one.
You've killed my brain cells.
The night that Gerrard was sacked, which will have been in the montage, but we hung on to keep going because we thought this statement might come, and I think we were talking about sandwiches, and then the people were like, the comments, he's been sacked. Matt's classic anecdotes from bizarre situations with the club only he can find himself in. But my main feeling is more than that. As an absent from Villa Park fan, especially exiled in Carlisle, Claret Blue has been a huge part of keeping me connected with the club and the fan base, and that also continues as I am back in the Midlands now. Completely irrelevant to the podcast, but both me and my wife had an extremely rough few years of various personal issues, stressful relocation, 2 miscarriages, and an ectopic pregnancy, along with career changes. Oh, that's a lot. But Claret Blue has been a core part of keeping me going, feeling that connection with fellow fans, even just a little bit of escapism for a few hours a week. Also, at the end of the 24-25 season, I had the privilege of speaking with Dan and getting some valuable experience of seeking quality podcast production and editing processes, something I'm extremely grateful for. All in all, things are actually going well at the moment for me and my wife. I'm even hopeful of getting back to Villa Park before the end of the year for the first time since April 2016. We both still take time to look at where we were at this point in previous years and to appreciate the position we find ourselves in now. This may be long and a bit too much to read out on a special, and I understand that. And to be honest, I'm not even writing it for that. I just reflect on things, where things have been and where they are now, and I think it's great to acknowledge what a constant Claret and Blue has been throughout that. Which is really nice.
Could have made me cry. That.
What was the name? What was the name, sorry?
That was from, as always,
No Name.
No Name.
Ah!
But you know who you are, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
And that was a long one to read out, but I'm about to say we get a lot of that, not specifically, but a lot of those, like, you helped me on this run, or you helped me at a tough time at work, or whatever it is. And to us, it is.
Yeah, we get to bed.
To us, it is a load of nonsense and a bit silly, and we'll just chat about the football and food and music and whatever else we've discussed on today's. But to a lot of people, it is just part of their routine that they want to hear what we have to say about the football and all the other stuff.
I'd throw it the other way, though, because we often, or I've said a few times, like, I'd happily do this for like 20 people. That's fine. But
would you allow that?
But this is
if we're only doing this for 20 people.
Well, if it's in a live audience, they're all paying £3 each for a ticket.
Yeah. But we have to have an audience to keep the podcast going, which is the same as almost any podcast.
I'm not sure we'd have hit 6 years and 1,000 episodes if there wasn't people watching.
Like we're obviously employed, so we need an audience as well. So I would throw it back and say thank you for sticking with us. Like, we're doing this because we're lucky to do it. But again, I'd happily do this every week just to get stuff off my chest about Villa. I'd come to your house and just talk to you about Villa. That's fine. But to have an audience in there,
you can knock the door, but I ain't answering.
In fact, you can all come round.
Happy New Year, so just opening your door, yeah. Oh no, but yeah, thanks to the audience for sticking with this. Really, that's more than that's my that's my message.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, it's companionship, isn't it? It's a lovely vibe.
It's like the one we had a few weeks ago, wasn't it, about loneliness and from Craig, was it? I think.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is one person's experience, but that we have in what month are we in now? In October, we had 300,000 like listens or downloads or whatever. We get one comment like that as one person, but how many other people in that 300,000 will be like, yeah, I need Claret Blue on Tuesday morning because I've got an hour on the train and I can't want to be part of that thing. So that's nice, like providing a service, but kind of is that a little bit.
Yeah, and one thing to point out as well is that the support we've had from other fan channels and fan podcasters. We're not going to go and name them all because we're in danger of missing somebody out. But I think that's another sign of the little community that we've been part of and tried to create. So their support and help and opinions and insights have been invaluable as well.
Yeah, and the people that came before as well. James Rushton, Ash Priest, Pat Rowe. At one point we had 5 or 6 of us to choose from in different variations as well. And then, like you say, branching out to some of the fan channels and getting them in here and doing things together, collaborating. It's really important for kind of building out a little community and a little brand. And it's helpful to get episodes out when you're unavailable or whatever, to have that kind of support network to fall back on. But ultimately it's the people watching as well. Like you said, we do it for the fun of it or whatever, because we're paid to do it ultimately as well. But those things aside, if people aren't watching and they're not engaging, and we want to do a Q&A and we get 2 questions, that's not as good as having 50 questions to choose from, and we can take the show in different directions. It's nice to have a community. We've got that engagement and that rapport with people, and what I often say about Claret and Blue is that I kind of look at it as like a TV channel. I know that sounds really kind of weird, but you don't need to watch everything if you don't want to. But you should know by now what we offer and pick and choose what you do like. So I don't know what our next episode is after this, and that's kind of the beauty of it. It could be anything, and you might not like it, and that's fine. But that might be your next new favourite thing that we do, and that's good as well.
Or you only watch the post-match or the fan zone.
You dip in and out, and that's fine. I don't watch everything that's on Channel 4.
Please do watch everything.
Watch everything if you can, if you want to, but we offer different things for different people, so different drinks, different needs.
Exactly. Are we done?
I think so, yeah. Just a thank you to everybody. Thanks to you 3. You 3? Thanks to you 2 for coming in and doing this.
Point number 1. Thanks to you 3. And Zed, it's time to go.
Good callback to about 3 hours ago.
Was that today?
There's a lot of time went into getting all the clips and stuff, and we've been here for a long while going through it all as well. It'll be a much tidier edit, I'm sure, but yeah, good fun. Thank you very much for the support over the years. We will be going absolutely nowhere. We'll have a new episode coming out in the next few days. Share your thoughts and memories and whatnot in the comments as well. That's vastly appreciated. Thanks to you for watching or listening to this episode and the previous 999 of the Claret Blue podcast. And we'll see you again in a few days. Bye-bye.
Up the Villa. That was pathetic.
Didn't make a noise.
Have I got hat hair?
Yeah.